The play is essentially about unrealistic standards and expectations and ideas of the young black community. It talks about how black women and young black girls in the workplace and in school are considered whitewashed for talking properly or knowing things or just being smart. And the play also doesn't just talk about black women, it talks about young black men and how they're perceived as soft or gay if they don't fight or play sports, which is most times expected as black teenagers. So it just kind of challenges those ideas and gives people an inside perspective about how others may feel about it. So I originally wrote the play as an intro to theater assignment my freshman year. And the assignment was to basically write, we were learning about theater of the oppressed, and theater of the oppressed is basically writing about something that is an oppression in society or that happens to you. So I decided to write about this topic because I constantly saw it like in school, outside of school, on social media. So I felt a certain way because I was called whitewashed by one person just because I was smart and just because I talked with a certain dialect or whatever. So I wrote about it because I felt like this is a real issue in the young black community. And as well as for black men, it's an issue because even some of my friends who go to my school get called soft or whatever for not playing sports or being as aggressive. So I wrote about it to shine light on this situation, and I wrote about it to basically let people know, hey, this is what's happening, this is how people feel about it, this is what you can do about it. So I liked this topic a lot. And the play has two endings. So one ending is a tragedy ending, meaning it ends off not on a happily ever after note. And the other ending, which is a hopeful ending, has a shift in the main antagonist persona. So it just shows how like you can change like your own perspective, or you can just see how words may affect others. So I feel like that's one of the unique aspects of this play. So the main character is Cassandra. She's like a young teenager in her like between 14 and 17. She stays to herself. She doesn't really bother people. She's always been like a fly on the wall. She likes to observe people. She's just like quiet as a mouse. And she just gets her work done. She stays out the way. She gets picked on in the beginning of the play for being smart because the main antagonist, Malachi, he didn't think that she can be smart because she is a black woman and also she was quiet. So he associated black and quiet to dumb. And Jeremy, the antagonist turned protagonist, he picked on her as well because he just wanted to fit in. And his character definitely evolves through the play, and you can see his little soft points. You can see like he's not as full on aggressive as Malachi is. So he has a soft spot for Cassandra because they did know each other for most of their lives. And also he knows what he's doing, but he wants to fit in really bad with Malachi. So that was another aspect. And Malachi, he's just a bully. And at the hope ending, his perspective does change by seeing how his friends felt about like his issues and how they felt about how he treated them. So we can definitely see a shift slowly. In the beginning, he's like super stubborn and he's stuck in his ways. I'm trying to get back into playwriting because I recently just revised this play. So I'm currently focusing on my acting at Duke Ellington. And I feel like I do write plays and I do write little monologues, poems, spoken word pieces during my free time or whenever I have that spark of inspiration, because this is what I love doing. And I feel like that's what my life is going to be, like acting, writing. It's what I'm most passionate about. And I feel like I have a real future with it. I feel like you should walk in the theater with an open mind. You should walk out with, if you have a question in your head or you feel a type of way, you should expand on why you feel a type of way about the play. You should expand on what's that question that you have in the back of your head. And just really walk in with an open mind and be able to accept information. My name is Drew Buchanan, playwright of What Do You Expect? standards. Please come out to see the play. You'll love it. It's here at Anacostia Arts Center, and I really hope you'll enjoy.